Climate Week New York City unites leaders from across industries to accelerate solutions for a sustainable future. Acumen's Climate Week interviews shine a spotlight on industry leaders and show how businesses can inspire action, drive innovation, and help shape a resilient, sustainable, and low-carbon future. Semiconductors are the backbone of the modern digital economy, powering everything from smartphones to data centers. Applied Materials is one of the most influential players in that space, designing and manufacturing the machines that make semiconductor chips and advanced displays. As the industry faces the urgent challenge of decarbonization due to the growth of data-hungry applications like artificial intelligence, Applied is leading by example with its Net Zero 2040 playbook. In this interview, we speak with Chris Libri, head of ESG, and Elena Kocharovsky, Climate Program Director. So great to see both of you. Elena, I'm Allison.
Thank you so much, Elena.
Allison,
Hi,
Chris.
Good to see you.
Great to meet you.
They will share the motivation behind Applied's climate action and how sustainability became a strategic asset, as well as explore the mechanics of driving change across operations, products, customers, and supply chains. And what are you looking forward to this week in Climate Week? What are you looking to accomplish?
Well, for me, it's always the connections that you make with other people in our space, right? So other people are presented with different challenges. And for me, the way they solve those challenges is very insightful for how we can solve ours.
Right. What are you looking to accomplish?
Absolutely. Same thing, the connections, opportunities to connect with colleagues in similar roles and talk about, it's an interesting time for our industry and our work. And so being able to connect with peers is super important.
Yeah. Is this your first time at Climate Week?
Oh no, I've been coming for more than 10 years.
That quest to kind of change hearts and minds on sustainability, what do you find is the biggest obstacle?
I think a lot of people believe sustainability is a cost. And actually, we feel strongly that sustainability can add value, not only in terms
So it's more of an investment.
It helps with cost savings.
Right.
It also helps generate income, and it also helps our products be more competitive.
Right. Yeah.
And it supports our reputation with different audiences as well.
Chris, let's talk about the big picture, kind of what Elena's alluding to. Why does climate action matter so much to Applied Materials?
Well, let me first explain what Applied Materials is. So we're an equipment manufacturing company. We make the machines that make all the semiconductors and advanced displays that we all use. In fact, whatever device you're watching this video on or whatever server you're streaming it from, we've probably touched all of that technology in one way or another. And truly, it's amazing what we do with our partners, with our customers. We basically turn sand, metal, and chemicals into the chips that we all know, right? So these chips, just to put them in perspective, square centimeter chip, which is roughly the size of a fingernail, has about 15 billion transistors on it. So it's really quite amazing what we can do with those machines. However, they use a lot of energy, right? So the average chip making factory uses about a terawatt of energy a year, which is equivalent to about 100,000 homes. So this is why sustainability matters so much to us. The world needs chips. Chips are central to all the technologies that we use, particularly with the growth of AI and other data-hungry applications like autonomous vehicles and things like that. We really need more and more chips. We need more advanced chips. But in order to do that, meet that demand, we have to reduce the energy requirements of what we do. And that's really the core of our work.
And Applied is at the heart of the value chain, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So our customers make the chips, and then indeed their customers, our customers' customers, are the companies like Google and Microsoft that we all know that run the data centers that process all of that information.
Yeah, you launched the ESG program 5 years ago.
That's correct.
What motivated Applied to take action then? And now, how has the journey evolved?
Well, first and foremost, we care about the planet, and we do see our place in the value chain as a place of responsibility. And so we want to deliver that better future for everyone that we kind of promise through the work that we do, not only technology-wise, but also sustainability-wise. But beyond that, I think what's really important is that companies in our value chain, our customers and their customers, are all working toward reducing their impacts. And so there's definitely a value for the business in what we do. So making our machines more energy efficient, making our processes more energy efficient, reducing our emissions, all of those things help our relationships with our customers. So like our CEO, Gary Dickerson, likes to say, you can do well by doing good. So now we have more than 20 eco-advantaged products that we can offer our, and services, by the way, that we can offer our customers to help them on their journey toward reduced emissions. So that's great for the business. So all of that is part of this, caring about the planet, but also building a sustainable business for the future. We also get to save money along the way, and that's a nice side benefit as well. So that's what led us to develop our Net Zero 2040 playbook and announce it a couple of years ago. And Elena played a very instrumental role in the creation of that playbook, and it's the guidebook by which we're doing this decarbonization.
Yeah, can you, Elena, walk us through the Net Zero 2040 playbook, what it is, how it works, and what makes it effective?
Absolutely. So the Net Zero 2040 playbook really articulates our plan for how we're going to decarbonize our value chain. And it helps us organize the business around key focus areas where we know we can reduce emissions the most. There are 4 key parts to the playbook. One is grid decarbonization, engaging customers on helping them hit their decarbonization goals, making our products more efficient, as Chris mentioned, and then working with our supply chain to adopt more clean energy and decarbonize there as well.
Decarbonizing an industry, Elena, in an industry that's this complex as semiconductors, it really is no small task. What are some of the toughest challenges that you faced, and what has Applied done to make progress?
Absolutely. So it is a huge challenge. And we've isolated kind of key buckets of areas that we know we can have the most impact in, namely energy efficiency and the adoption of more clean energy. And the great news is we know what the solutions are. It's adopting more clean energy sources like solar and wind, geothermal and nuclear. And that's why we've set our own targets to hit 100% renewable energy by 2030. We've made great progress on that roadmap, hitting 73% globally as of 2024. We've maintained 100% renewable in the United States since 2022. But the challenge is that we operate in some markets around the globe where renewable energy is limited, like in Southeast Asia. And that's a similar challenge for our peers and our customers as well. And so that's where working with advocacy groups, industry groups to help reduce those barriers to increasing the amount of clean energy that's available in those areas is really important to our roadmap. It also emphasizes the need for us working on our products and making those more energy efficient. So the less energy you need, the less renewable energy you need. It helps us all along the value chain. And so our company has set targets to improve both the energy and the chemical impact of our products by 30% by 2030 as well, so that we can play our part in reducing the emissions associated with that.
So Applied's story is relatively unknown outside the sector, I would be assuming. What do you want people to understand about your impact and your ambition? Chris?
Yeah, I think we want people to learn from our example, first and foremost. I think that's the purpose of leadership, is to show the way. But we also want to collaborate and engage with others, right? So the value chain, like I mentioned, is very integrated, right? So our customers and then their customers in turn all have similar objectives. And so by sitting together, by working together and collaborating on the solutions, we can find the right way forward. One example of that is we're working very hard on something we call energy efficient computing, right? So that goes a little bit beyond our emissions and decarbonization, but it's really thinking about the use of those chips at the data center that are processing all the information around AI or autonomous vehicles or what have you. And so getting those chips to be 30, 40, even more, 50% more efficient, again, reduces the demand for energy to process those applications. So, it's really it's something we can't do alone. But I think by going it alone to some degree, we're showing the way for others.
Elena, what are your thoughts on this?
Absolutely. I think net zero is a planetary issue and collaboration is key. And so our playbook really demonstrates the pathway where we can collaborate both with our customers, with our suppliers, and we hope that that will amplify the impact that we can have on a very kind of big, complex challenge such as net zero.
Elena and Chris, thanks so much for your time. Great conversation.
Thank you so
Allison.
much.
From foundational strategy to practical execution, Applied Materials is proving that meaningful climate action is possible, even in the most complex industries. As we look to the future, it's clear that the company is not only cutting its own emissions, but also driving decarbonization across the semiconductor value chain, and in the use of semiconductors powering the growth of AI. With continued innovation and collaboration, the path to a low-carbon semiconductor industry is not just a vision, it's within reach.